Imagine this: a world like ours, so rich in life, so full of history, so certain of its place in the universe. Earth, a tiny speck in the vast cosmos, a home to billions of living beings. Yet it rests precariously in the balance of forces beyond its comprehension. Forces that have shaped it, sustained it, and allowed it to flourish. Forces that, in an instant, can reduce it to nothing. What if the Earth we know, the Earth that nurtures life, the Earth that has been our cradle for millennia, were to transform into something so far removed from our understanding, so profoundly alien to everything we've ever known, that not even our existence could survive the consequences? Imagine now, Earth begins to collapse, not from the outside, not by any external force, but from within itself. A planet that has sustained life for billions of years, a planet filled with the complexity of ecosystems, human achievement, and the delicate balance of natural forces, suddenly becoming a singularity. A point in space where all that it once was, every mountain, every ocean, every living being, ceases to exist in the form we know it. At the heart of this unimaginable transformation, the force of gravity, which normally binds the Earth together in a stable, harmonious dance, becomes an agent of total destruction. Gravity, which holds the oceans to the land and the air to the surface, suddenly becomes a force so intense that it compresses the entire planet, every molecule, every atom, into a single, infinitely dense point. This is the birth of a black hole. To understand the scale of this collapse, one must first grasp the nature of a black hole. A black hole isn't simply an object. It is a distortion in space-time itself. Imagine, if you will, the fabric of space and time as a smooth, unbroken sheet. Now, imagine that Earth, in its final moments, pulls this sheet inward, creating a tear so deep that no force, no matter, no light can escape. What we have is no longer a planet. What we have now is an event horizon, a point of no return. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can escape its grasp. As Earth's collapse continues, its mass condenses into an infinitely small point. Yet paradoxically, the force of gravity remains unchanged at the event horizon. This means that, in the moments before crossing the threshold, everything outside the black hole would still feel Earth's familiar gravity. But as one approaches the event horizon, the forces at play grow stronger and more extreme. Objects, once in stable orbit, are now helpless, caught in the web of the singularity. And the Moon, which has watched over Earth for billions of years, is no exception. Once, its pull shaped the oceans, creating the rhythms of the tides. But now, it is caught in the inexorable pull of the black hole. As it spirals inward, the tidal forces stretch it apart, its once solid surface cracking, its very structure torn asunder. Fragment by fragment, the Moon is consumed by the black hole, its remains swallowed into the abyss. Below the surface, the destruction is total. Oceans, which once sustained life, now become an endless torrent of water, drawn into the singularity. Cities, once bustling with life, are now reduced to rubble. Buildings collapse, streets are swallowed, and the very land beneath us crumbles. The forces of gravity have become so extreme that they are literally tearing the planet apart. Every piece of earth, every grain of sand, every drop of water is pulled toward the singularity, never to return. But this is not the end of the story. As Earth collapses into a black hole, its gravitational influence stretches far beyond its original orbit. Space-time itself is warped. its very fabric distorted by the singularity. The planets of the solar system, once in stable orbits, now find their paths altered, each affected by the disturbance of this cosmic upheaval. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, all of them begin to spiral toward the black hole or drift aimlessly, no longer bound by the laws that once governed them. The great gas giants, once untouchable, now feel the tug of the black hole. Their moons, which once danced in perfect harmony, are now pulled apart by tidal forces. Jupiter, Saturn, and the other giants of our solar system begin to lose their grip on the heavens, tumbling through a distorted, chaotic space. What was once a symphony of cosmic order becomes a chaotic cacophony of destruction. Even the sun, the life-giving star that has fueled the planets for billions of years, is not immune to the effects of Earth's collapse. Its light, once a constant in the solar system, begins to scatter, distorted by the warping of space-time. The planets that once orbited it, their motions in sync, are now adrift, separated by forces far beyond their control. The once bright sun fades into the distance, its warmth no longer enough to sustain the planets that circle it. The entire solar system becomes a barren, lifeless expanse, its planets wandering in the cold, empty void. And beyond our solar system, the effects of this transformation ripple outward, disrupting the very fabric of the universe. Galaxies, once stable, are pulled toward the black hole's immense gravity. Stars flicker and collapse, consumed by the singularity. The once orderly dance of galaxies is no more, replaced by a chaotic tumble through the fabric of space and time. In the distance, the lights of distant stars flicker and fade as they, too, are drawn into the abyss. What was once a vast and ever-expanding universe of creation and destruction is now consumed by a force too vast to understand, too powerful to escape. Black holes are, in many ways, a symbol of the universe's indifference. They are born from the death of stars, from the collapse of what was once bright and full of energy. But they are not evil. They are not malevolent. They are simply a consequence of the laws of physics, forces that govern the universe in ways we can scarcely comprehend. In their silence, in their darkness, black holes represent the ultimate end of everything. But they also represent something else, the potential for rebirth. For in the core of every black hole lies a singularity, an unknown. What lies beyond the event horizon? What secrets does the universe hold, beyond the reach of our understanding? Perhaps, in the end, what we learn from the black hole is this: that existence is fragile, that life, though it may seem permanent, is subject to forces far beyond our understanding. Yet, even in the face of cosmic destruction, there is a certain resilience, a beauty in the way life, in all its forms, finds a way to survive. For we, the inhabitants of this tiny planet, have shaped our future for as long as we can. And though the universe may be indifferent, it is up to us to cherish what we have and to protect the delicate balance that sustains life for as long as we can.